I told y'all. I told you all I would be back. I bought a house. The GoFundMe went well. Thanks for all the support on the GoFundMe for the new house right by the tubes of glory. The stacked tubes of urban water flowage. I'm just kidding. I didn't buy a house. I didn't start a GoFundMe. I don't need any donations. And even if I did move in, then the water would stop flowing and then this spot would suck. But we waited 2 days instead of coming back the next day. Yesterday I edited, did my chores, did my duties so you guys can actually see this stuff. And now we're back to do the fun stuff. And I didn't know if it would still be flowing in it. Definitely it's still flowing. It's not flowing as much. And yeah, the other day when we were here, one of the most fun times I've had fishing in a long time. If you haven't seen that video, you're a loss. It was a good time. Got some bigs, caught a lot of fish, and today we're gonna make it a little bit more of a challenge. Even though we are gonna bring some conventional tackle down to the other side to try to catch some fish, we also got Freddy the frog, we got realistic craw, we got little mouse bud. Did I even say any like stache thing? What is going on, you dirty old stache frogs? What is going on, you dirty old stache sewer rats? What is going on, you dirty old stache craws? Let's climb to the other side, see if we can get bit on something weird, or just in general, stuffing things. You guys see it? You guys see it? It's flowing harder than I thought the other day, and it's not flowing as hard as I want it to today. And I maybe shouldn't have edited yesterday, but that's how you guys see these things, is I have to edit. But yeah, it's still flowing a little bit. Start with the hardest lure first, probably, and see if we can't figure something out. Is that from a deer? Or did somebody take a nap down here? I'm assuming that's probably a deer that was sitting there, but we'll throw out Freddy. I hope it works, but I have my doubts. I really think the craw lure should work. Oh! One tried to eat it. Is that camera even pointed down enough? Probably is, but they aren't gonna be as stacked up as the other day, but they should still be here because it's still water flowing into like a stagnant puddle. And I'm honestly okay with it not being quite as good, because that was almost a bit too much for me to handle mentally. I needed like a break in between bites. All right, I gotta check that camera angle. They're hitting Freddy, but they're smallmouths, you know? And there was a couple good smallmouths, but yeah, they have smallmouths. Hence the name. We'll lower you guys a little bit. This mouse is gonna get crunched, I reckon. I absolutely reckon. Absolutely perfect cast. Oh. They're fighting over it. They are fighting over it. Little mouse bud, run. Run, little mouse bud. He's like, help. No, you help me by getting bit. They are not getting the treble. But they are fighting over it. And they are still there. Looks pretty good in the water. Just has this one little treble though, you know? If they grab the tail or whatever. There we go. There we go. Not a big one, but on the little sewer rat, sewer mouse. Smaller than any of them I caught last time. But it is a smallie on the mouse guy. Cool. Cool, cool. You know, places are just never as good when you go back another time, but I had to come back. I told you guys I had to come back, but I'm glad I didn't buy a house, because they're already kind of gone, but they are still here. Am I recording on both cameras? Look at me go. Look at me go. But yeah, we'll try the mouse a little bit longer. Probably try Freddy again. Really want to catch one on Freddy. That's the ideal thumbnail bait. Freddy's the most clickable of the bunch. And then we'll try the craw. Oh! Thought about it. I was literally stuck in the mud. There it is. You know, it's just kind of, we're not catching as many as we would if I was just like using a baby whale, you know, but it is kind of cool just to try out some new lures, catch them on some weird things, especially if you find a spot that you like, no fish are there. Like this isn't even just a YouTube tactic, it's just like a you at home tactic. If you find a spot that has fish fighting over your lures, come back with some fun, weird stuff. Fun and weird. Mini craw. Let's get it. I don't think it'll take long. I don't remember how the hookup ratio was on this thing, but I don't remember it being that good, so still should be a challenge. Drag was too loose. I don't think that was the bait's fault. You missing any arms and legs yet? I imagine it won't take long. Some of his appendages are melted from poor tackle care. Just letting it sit in my truck, you know. All right, let's push the weed guard off to the side. There's weeds out there, but let's see if we can poke one in the mouth. There we go. There we go. It's grinding on the stuff down there, but there we go. Seems a little better. Seems a little better, or it's just a lighter pull. No, it's better. It's prettier too. Look at that pudgy, dark smallie. I forget who makes this lure. It's not that good of a lure, but it is kind of cool looking. I think it's Chase Baits. Chase Baits. Smallmouth. Tunnel. Roadside ditch. Let's do that again. Damn. I've only caught 3 in 13 minutes. It's pretty slow. Freddy, 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 Freddy. They were trying to eat Freddy, but I'm not sure if they will now. All right, Freddy's just out. We have other spots that we're hitting today that we'll try to make Freddy work, but for now, Freddy's out. The craw's out because I got a backlash on a spinning rod like a noob, so I suppose the only answer is the mouse. They kind of been hitting the mouse. Like when you reel in the mouse, it dives a little bit. And when you stop, it floats back up. I haven't really got one to eat it on the surface. They've been biting it when it's swimming. Like that. Oh, that was so cool. The water isn't flowing as much, but the water is a little clearer, and I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but there was multiples checking out the meese, the mouses. And I could see them with my beady little eyes. Well, that was kind of lame. Luckily, we have a side quest. You know, the weird lures are fun, but you're gonna catch less. So let's see if there's less fish here than there was the other day. If the water flowing a little less actually makes a difference, or if I just ripped all their lips the last time, and yeah, maybe they're just smart. But I'm also got side quest. Finally gonna try to catch a perch. There's yellow perch in here and I haven't caught one for years, so if we could catch a perch, I would be pretty excited. I don't know how deep it is out there. And I got just kind of a, I couldn't find my slip bobbers. So we got just a stationary bobber. It's getting pecked by something. I feel like a smallmouth would take it down. There's not really bluegills in here. Can we get an instant perch? All right, that would be a perch. Yay! He is pretty. It's tiny, but he is pretty. There is some large ones though. There's like some 14-inch jumbos, or there has been in the past, so. Might have to do a little weeding, but let's see if we can catch a jumbo perch or a couple small ones, and I'm gonna throw the baby whale. I think we're giving up on the weird lure challenge. I give up. I just want to catch fish. The mouse was definitely the winner though. All right, we're gonna leave that over there and just kind of ignore it, even though it's probably gonna get pecker headed. Let's get a baby whale cast in. Ah, threw it in the bushes. Bobby boy, you doing anything? No. Oh, that one throttled the whale. I don't know if it's actually bigger, but it hit it so hard. Definitely not bigger, but definitely proves that they're still there wanting to eat the whale. Bass fish. Bass fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, it just happened. Crazy little boogers. I had given up on my cast, and he, apparently he hadn't. Where's the big ones? Come on, let's just end it with like a 18-incher, not asking for much. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That was probably a 5. Whoa there, ducky. That one has a little bit more mustard. Not a lot more, but more. Still fun. Still fun. Beautiful morning. No sun. Rain coming. I should have waited till the rain came. But it is flowing a little bit, and there is fish here. And I got a lot of spots to try today. Just got to work off the cobwebs or whatever from not fishing for 48 hours. You know, really get your hook set down. A good little warm-up spot. We'll get the misses out of the way here. There we go. Out of the reeds, and Bobby boy's getting hit. Bobby boy's getting hit. Come on, Bobby boy. Okay, we missed the one on Bobby boy. I like the smallmouth like pulled, and I thought something was pulling on the bobber when I think it had already dropped it, but I assume Bobby boy's probably robbed. Bobby boy is useless besides the fact that he caught us our first perch in forever. We'll throw it out again and do a few more whale casts, but just not as good as the other day. We got other places we could be if they're not gonna cooperate. I showed the fish to that camera a few times and it was off, but that's pretty typical for me. No one is surprised. There we go. A little better. Definitely the best of the day. All right, one more after this. Just one more. One more. That one's definitely built right. Not real long, but I didn't mention it in this video. It's a pretty new lake that also has like no water in it. Look at that little fatty. Holy moly. What you been eating, bud? Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Not longer than any of the ones last time, but Definitely chubbier. And my whale definitely has some teeth marks in it. Like throughout the whole thing. All right, there goes the whale. I'm gonna try one more thing. One more thing, you know, just don't know when to quit. Just don't want to give up. Don't want to surrender. Whoa there, jighead. Plants. What a pain in the ass. All right, ditched Bobby boy, jighead crawler, into the flowing water. Let's see if that's where the big perch is sitting. And yeah, they were just kind of lightly biting the baby whale. Yeah, just need a little bit of a finessier approach. They're still up there. They just were kind of nipping at it. Thought that was a big perch for a second, but should have known better. Just a light colored smallmouth. Cool. I'm not kidding, it smells like shit down here. Not sure if it's runoff. It really does smell like manure. A little bit better perch. Not much, but man, perch are pretty. We just don't get to catch them. They just aren't around. Might be one of the only lakes that has an actual stocked population in it. Let's throw this way. Maybe the perchies just aren't up by the moving water. That's a perch, it's bigger, but I think it's a smallmouth. It's not really a terrible smallmouth. And the first smallmouth that I caught off to the right over there. I mean, still fun. Way less eventful than the last time, but should have expected that, and if I didn't, then I'm just naive. But still fun. You're not supposed to be in here. That was like the most embarrassing hooks I'd ever do. Green sunfish. Well, I suppose that they live in the creek, so they're gonna get in here, but they aren't supposed to be in here. It's supposed to be just yellow perch and smallmouth. Interesting. Rare catch. First of its kind from this lake on camera, documented. Pretty cool. In a really, like, not cool way. Alrighty, well, I think we beat this dead pony long enough, and I know something about beating dead ponies. I've actually never beat a pony, but I like to fish spots when they're good, and I think that's just kind of a normal fisherman thing. Do I have any regrets about coming here? No. Did I expect them to be fighting over Freddy the Frog? Kind of, and I shouldn't have been because it's a giant lure and they have small mouths, but yeah, I think the water flowing a lot less kind of spread them out, because I caught some down that way, I caught some up there, and there just didn't seem to really be as many, and there weren't any of the big ones. So yeah, maybe this whole mission was kind of a pipe dream, but we did catch some fish on the weird lures, we caught some fish on the regular lures, and the side quest to yellow perch has been accomplished. But yeah, might come back, wait for another rain. It's supposed to rain today, probably should have came here tomorrow, but yeah. Sometimes I just don't really think things through. But if you like this video, even though it was a little bit slower action, a little bit tougher, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. Road to 169,000 subscribers. And then I'm going to turn off the option to subscribe so we just stay there. I don't know if I can actually do that, but I guess we'll be going for 269 after that. So yeah, thanks for watching. On to the next one. See you later. Stuff, thanks, pal. Goodbye.